This story comes to us from WAFF.com. This week, two men who used to wear the badge to serve and protect will learn how much time they'll serve in prison for their crimes. Former Limestone County Sheriff Mike Blakely and former Huntsville police officer William Darby, both convicted on felonies, will be sentenced by a judge this week. Monday, we learned from the Attorney General's office how long the state is recommending for Mike Blakely to stay behind bars. 3 years. Huntsville attorney Bruce Gardner says it's likely Mike Blakely will be used as an example since he was a public official. But he isn't the only one being sentenced. On Friday, former Huntsville police officer and now convicted murderer William Darby will learn his punishment as well. Gardner says he expects there to be multiple character witnesses for both cases on Friday. That's the defense's chance to argue for a lesser sentence. Attorney Gardner was quoted as saying, "It wouldn't surprise me if he had a number of fellow officers to testify on his behalf. It's the time, if you will, to plead your case for mercy." After the judge delivers the sentence, both Darby and Blakely will have a chance to appeal, but that doesn't mean they will stay out of custody while the appeal is pending. The judge explained it is the exception rather than the rule that a person would be allowed to remain free on some kind of bond pending an appeal. William Darby was out on bond even after his murder conviction and managed to stay on city payroll for 2 months. And WAFF received records from the city of Huntsville showing Darby's pay stubs after he was convicted. Based on those 2 months post-conviction, he received a little over $1,600 per month while on leave.
Huntsville police officer William Darby, still on the department's payroll. In May, he was convicted of murder in the death of Jeff Parker. An open records request shows he made about $2,100 every 2 weeks before taxes. They also show he'd been on sick leave. For now, Darby's out on bond, with sentencing expected to happen next month.
He was found guilty of shooting and killing Jeffrey Parker after responding to Jeffrey's suicide call. He could spend his life in prison. The least amount of sentence is 20 years. It could go all the way up to 99 years or life. That's the official sentencing range. But the state has already given its recommendation for Mike Blakely's sentence of 3 years. In court documents, state prosecutors said Blakely, being a former sheriff, cannot serve time in state prison, meaning he will need to serve in county jail. But Alabama law says someone cannot serve more than 3 years in jail. Therefore, the Attorney General's office is recommending he serve 36 months in a county jail. So I like the way they kind of spin it a little bit there with the sheriff. He can't spend more than 3 years in jail. He's a former sheriff's employee, so let's just put him in the county jail for 3 years. There you go. Hey, it works. I don't know what I'm not going to look up the Mike Blakely one. I'm not sure what he did, but 3 years isn't even enough. That's not worth researching to see what he did. Let's get to William Darby. Now, this is the guy who Jeffrey Parker was contemplating suicide, remember? And the one cop, she was talking him down and she was okay. And then Darby came in like Wyatt Earp and just blew him away. Oh, I think he said drop the gun or something. The guy had a gun to his head. I didn't say that. But he came in like Wyatt Earp and just started blasting. They said within seconds, Darby was dead. Not Darby, Jeffrey Parker was dead. Now, again, remember this also, they convicted Darby and said he was guilty, and then he was out on bond. Remember, that's the one. And he was on leave with the police department collecting money. So this guy's collecting money from his job, out on bond, a convicted murderer. Convicted! And now he's going to be sentenced. They said he's looking at 20 to 99 years or perhaps life. I don't know. I'm not going to jump up and down and start kissing the world yet because we don't know what's going to happen on Friday. Is this guy going to get his life or 99 years, or is he going to end up getting, 10 years or 15 years with parole of, Or is he going to get 20 years to be, in 20 years and eligible for parole in 15? You see what I'm saying? Let's not get too excited yet until we know this Darby is going away for the rest of his natural, miserable life. Let me know what you think.